I've always said in basketball, you can get hot defensively. I've always said in basketball, I know I've got you, I can lock you up. Well, yesterday in the Bengals and the Chiefs game, that's how the entire second half felt to me. The Bengals, I felt, got hot defensively against Patrick Mahomes. When you saw Patrick Mahomes standing back there, first off with time, then running here, then running there, and we're going to get into that with Urban, I saw nobody open. You saw nobody open. We saw nobody open. Why? I think the Bengals defense just simply got hot. They got hot. I know I can handle you. I know our schemes got you uncomfortable. And I swear to God, all of a sudden, where were passes by Mahomes? High. Where were they? Up here, out here. They weren't right here. He wasn't throwing in the guys' pockets like he was in the first half and in the other playoff games. He wasn't doing it. He wasn't doing it at all. So next thing you know, boom, 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 21-3 becomes tie game. And then last week, everybody was bitching about no two teams get the football in overtime. This week, both teams got the football. It kind of worked out this week, the overtime rules, the way they being the NFL, want the overtime rules to work out. But I'm telling you, yes, I know that Joey Burrow is a stud. Yes, I know that Evan McPherson is a stud. But the difference in the game, the Bengals defense started covering. You know all those crossing routes? The Bengals defense moved up. They kept a couple guys back. They bracketed, and they took away those crossing routes that take a 6, 7, 8-yard pass and make it a 20-yard gain. And Mahomes had nowhere to go. And frankly, no one's going to tell you this, Mahomes got shook. He got shook. Never seen it before. Let's talk about really the biggest play of the game, or one of the biggest plays in the game. How about Von Bell's interception in overtime of a deep down the field Patrick Mahomes pass? Ball was deflected. Ball came into Bell, and it was like he's running. And next thing you know, the ball off of Jesse Bates comes, and he's like, oh, hell, I got it. Okay. And away we go. It was one of those deals where, think about the difference in the catch that Von Bell made and the catch that wasn't made on the other side by the kid Dart with 10 minutes to go and a 13-point lead. But that interception was huge. Why? Well, my next point. The man not named Joey Burrow, the man not named Jamar Chase for Cincinnati is a kicker. Salute to you, Allison Williams. A kicker named Evan McPherson. A rookie kicker named Evan McPherson. A rookie kicker out of Florida that in week 16, I believe, is his last miss. A couple misses against Green Bay. Let me just take the playoffs. 4 for 4 against the Raiders. 4 for 4 against the Titans. 4 for 4 against Kansas City. Now, look, I'm not the smartest, what do they call it? I'm not the smartest, sharpest knife in the drawer. But my Indiana math, my beloved Indiana math tells me that's 12 for 12 in the playoffs. And the last one, the game winner, was a chip shot. The game winner was a chip shot. The game winner was a chip. I'll give it that. Look, I get it, but a lot of these are 48, 52. I mean, and this dude has ice water running right through him. And if you don't think kickers matter, then you're out of your mind. Allison Williams has been telling us about this for a long, long, long time. And I go back a couple weeks when I asked Allison, who's the second biggest, most important position? You know, she said kicker. Kicker. She ain't wrong. I'll tell you that. Joey Burrow's a stud. Here's the deal with Joey Burrow, and I thought this was very, very cool after the game. Joey Burrow and Jamar Chase smoking a stogie in the locker room. Outside, ESPN showed this picture. Joey Burrow's dad and Jamar Chase's dad smoking a stogie in the locker room. Now, look, here's the deal. I have never been smart enough to bring a stogie in the locker room, either as a player or as a coach. I wasn't good enough as a player or as a coach to bring a stogie into the locker room. I mean, as a coach, maybe. You can do whatever the hell you want. But as a player, I wasn't good enough. But that is one of the coolest scenes ever. taking a little shot of something. Maybe it was a little fireball. Maybe it was a little something from Cincinnati, champagne flowing. Joey Burrow, and this is what great quarterbacks do. This is why I begged the Colts to get involved with Tom Brady. Because there are certain guys with certain personalities that elevate everything. And when you look at Joey Burrow, let me ask you a simple question. How much fun does it look like the Cincinnati Bengals have? Have you ever equated Cincinnati Bengals winning fun? Icky Shuffle 88. That's the last time. That's the last time. And those of you that don't know the Icky Shuffle, look it up. Icky Woods, great running back, had a shuffle he would do after a touchdown. It got picked up, national commercials, all that stuff. But not 88, for those of us that are my age, isn't that long ago. 88 is a long time ago. 34 years by my calculations. Again, a lot of math today. Don't like it. But all of a sudden, Cincinnati's fun. This is what we all need in our business. This is what we all need. We all need somebody in the business that internally brings it together. We all need a Seinfeld. We all need a Jerry. No, Jerry, Kramer and Elaine and George don't know each other. But when you're Seinfeld, a.k.a. Joey Burrow, is a great player on top of it, first number one selection in the NFL draft to ever get his team in the Super Bowl in year 2. Well, that's a stupid stat, Dan. Think about it, it's really not. Who gets the number one selection? Crap team. Worst team. In theory, sometimes there's a trade, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, it ain't going to be a good team 9 out of 10 times. And that dude did something nobody in the history of the NFL has ever done. Now, he had teammates, don't get me wrong. But I've always said this, there are people that just bring you together, that make the organization better. And that's exactly what Joey Burrow is. I mean, you can argue with me today, tomorrow, the next day, but that's who the man is. All right, let's go to the next one, the AFC championship. Let's continue on this. Game-changing play. Game-changing play, you got to go for it. I get it on third down, whatever it is, by the goal line. 9 seconds to go in the quarter, 8 seconds, whatever. If you're the Chiefs, you got to run one play. But I don't know why that ball didn't go in the end zone. They swung it out to Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill gets stopped. Next thing you know, instead of it being 24-10 or 28-10, it is still 21-10, and all of the momentum in the world goes back to the Cincinnati Bengals. Terrible play call, panicked execution. It started the demise of the Chiefs, and you can't tell me any differently. It simply did. It started the demise. That play started the Chiefs getting locked up by the freaking Bengals, and that's simply all there is to it.